Hello, my YouTube fans, followers, and subscribers. We're back here today again with another unboxing. This was going to be a proper unboxing of the GameSir Nova Pro. Actually, this is the one I originally ordered this controller from the actual GameSir website. This was actually going to be this controller. I actually ordered the blue one online, but it looks like they delivered the pink one. It's no, I don't have no problem with it. But I did only order one faceplate online, but they sent me two faceplates, which I'm not too sure if that's a mistake, but they sent me two. So I wonder if I'm pretty sure if they probably ran out of stock on the blue ones, but I'm not too sure. I can't say much. But like I said, I originally bought this one from the GameSir website, and then I bought this one when it was released on Amazon. So this one came in before the one that came from GameSir. So we're gonna review the one from GameSir, the unboxing. But pretty much that came with just the other one, the blue one, was this guy right here, and I already put some Talon Gaming grips on them, or just a little bit on the D-pad, the face buttons. But I do hopefully they come up with the Talon Gaming's come with trigger grips. I would like to have some trigger grips because I like their product. I like their grips. They makes the controller feel premium, like I do have on my GameSir Cyclone 2 Pro, and I do have it on my I do have three of these controllers, the GameSir Cyclone 2 Pro, two of them with the charging dock, and one without the charging dock. But today we're gonna review this unboxing, but because I already opened this one, can't really review it. So, like I said, proper unboxing for this controller and two faceplates. We'll start with the faceplates and see what we got here. So. So if these are two different colors, I get to swap out both my controllers with the faceplate. Looks like they sent the rosy, kind of like a rosy-ish maroon. Yeah, like a rosy-ish maroon. Pretty cool. Let's see what they sent for the other one. So this was the original one that I actually ordered online, which was the green one. Awesome. Magnetic faceplates, which is pretty cool. So awesome, cool. So we get two faceplates. I wonder if just because I didn't get the one that I ordered, which was the black one, the black version, or the blue, the darker version, the blue version. Not too sure if that was if they were low on stock and they just sent out the pink one and just sent an additional faceplate. So I'm not too sure, but awesome that they I actually did think about ordering the white version, the lighter version of the super. Ooh, so this is actually, aha. So there is a difference. There is definitely a difference in the box. So the one from Amazon does come, and it does say Nova Pro. So there is a difference. I was actually curious about this. And on the website, this controller is labeled as Supernova, but on the Amazon version of the box, it says Nova Pro. And as you can see, the one from GameSir is Supernova. So that is actually a difference in ordering from Amazon and actually ordering from the actual website, the GameSir website. So here we go. Wow. So actually, I was actually really curious on if that was going to be a difference in packaging, labeling. See if there was actually a difference, and there is actual a difference. So so that answers my question. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. So here we go. So we get the controller in the box with. I'll just toss this to the side. this side real quick. As you can see, very nice. You get little joystick covers. So I actually did a video yesterday, which was I was actually pretty bummed out that the new TMR 8-bit do, they didn't come with joystick protectors in the box. So I was actually a little curious about that and a little so this is very different. When I did do, I'll post the original video. I did do an unboxing for this controller. It didn't come with a little plastic cover on the Nova Pro. So that I do notice that it's a little bit different. That is the different part. Feels about the same as the lighter one. Yeah, it didn't come with this little plastic on the lighter version of the controller. So we'll put that in here. So you can hear the buttons. Membrane. Full analog swing of the triggers. Full analog swing. Ooh, so that's very light. I do notice that that's lighter than the lighter version. So I wonder if that's very different. I did notice that this one was a little bit lighter. Yeah. Oh, no. Feels about the same. This one just feels more, I guess, more clickier. Has more of a positive. It takes a little bit more force to actuate the trigger locks. Interesting, but on this one, very easy to actuate these trigger locks. Here's the trigger stop. And it is already put on the 2.4 gigahertz settings. Very nice back paddles. I thought this was going to be a gimmick, this little bar across, but it actually works. It works like it should. I mean, you can press the very edge and you get clicks, but as soon as you go further into the middle, no clicks, no clicks, no clicks. Right there where it starts to curve into the controller, that's where you get the clicks. That's very nice. I like it. So, and it comes with the, we'll put this a little off to the side, just right there. Comes with the charging dock. I do like these. I like that this controller comes with a membrane. It does feel like the G7 SE. And pretty much everything is on analog on that controller. It feels just like it, without the trigger locks. And no paddle locks. The G7 SE does come with the back paddle locks, but this one doesn't. It's very easy. So let's see. Sorry, I didn't. Here comes your 2.4 gigahertz dongle that was crammed in this little space right there. And sorry about this. So we're gonna open this little doohickey. So you get your braided or not a non-braided cord. You get a rubberized plastic cord with your pamphlet. Yeah, I'll post the original video for the darker version, the blue version of the controller. I will post the video. It's a long video. I wasn't gonna post it because I wasn't really feeling up to that day. I actually got I was gonna get 2 controllers that day, which ended up being not happening because I ordered a. So here was your GameSir, your QR code pamphlet. Awesome, with your little logo. You get your pamphlet. So you'll see in the original video for the dark version, I ripped my controller instructions pamphlet, but it does come out in a booklet. Not a booklet, but a big instruction brochure. So let's see if I can do this without ripping this one and fold it to what it needs to what I need it to be. Let's see. So here we have the pamphlet to the English side, to the English version. So here we have all the features on the controller. So your plus and minus button are going to be your just your plus and minus. So it actually has the view and home button, and your profile button, which is your M, and then your mapping button. It's gonna map your all the buttons to the button layout. So yeah, just pretty much basic. Follow your instructions. Yeah. I'll go through the features in a different video, hopefully. But we're gonna test this controller, and you're gonna do it with me. So let's put all those bags in here. Brochure, the QR code, the sticker. We'll keep the cord out. Put this back in the box. So that's actually really neat. That's actually pretty cool. That answered a lot of my questions. So as you can see, two of the same controllers from the same company, but named and labeled differently. On the side, pretty much still the same. Oh, let's move this controller up a little bit. So there you have it. Pretty much everything is labeled the same with all the same features. No difference I can tell. Pretty much standard, everything looks the same. Yep. Oh, you got your Chinese. It looks like your Chinese and possibly Korean or Japanese font in the two languages, and then your English on top, which is pretty cool. So there you have your 2.4 and your controller. So awesome. So if you guys were curious about that and to know if the Amazon labeling is different from the actual website labeling, so now we know. I'm not too sure if I'll use this because I do have my 8-bit do, but we'll probably swap that out. And it just comes with a nice, good rubberized cable. Put this aside, 2.4 gigahertz. We'll plug this in and get this we'll get this started. So we did pull up this app. So we have the GameSir Connect app plugged in. So we're gonna plug in this controller and update the firmware and do a little bit of testing. Show you guys what this controller is capable of. Oh, so looks like this one didn't need a firmware update. Current firmware is up to date. Everything is up to date on this one. So as you notice on this app of the Nova app, you notice that this does not have profiles, as you did see in the Cyclone 2 Pro or Cyclone 2, the Cyclone 2 controller. There's no profiles, which would be up here. It would have the 3 profiles for the controller, but as you can see, this does not have profile settings. But hopefully down the line it'll come to them pulling up a profile program for the an updated software program. But we're gonna adjust the the dead zone to 2. We'll put this into adaptive. Keep that right in the middle. We'll put that adaptive as well. Buttons are this are layout. So it looks like we can map them to numeric keypads, controller layout, numeric keypad, keyboard inputs, mouse. Oh, so this is the mouse input, and it has a lot more features for this controller. So we're gonna put, then we got your you already saw me go through the stick settings, motion. So I like this setting right here, which is like almost pretty much a 360 all around gyro. So we're gonna do aim, that this profile right here. We're gonna do active. We'll do let's see, press the switch. We'll do the activation button as the view button. We'll put it as the right stick input, and we'll put, let's see, we'll put the dead zone to about 9. We'll keep this right here. We'll put this actually to about 50. Yeah, we'll keep that about 50. We'll show you the settings on that. We'll put the triggers to very back, pretty much a linear activation. We'll do the no dead zone, but we will put, whoa, interesting. Oh, here it is. So, oh, interesting. So, there it is. Go to adaptive mode. I'm just putting these to its lowest setting because it's gonna be like kind of pretty much first. It's gonna be an FPS profile setting that I'm setting these two up to. You get your vibrations, so we'll just to see what they feel like. Oh, they actually feel really good. They feel not too strong, not too annoying. Very nice rumble. We'll put this to breathing. So as you can see, it's going through its breathing phase for the colors. We'll keep this there. Let's bump the speed. Going through its colors. Oh, so it's only going through. Let's go through rainbow. Keep that. There you go. So that's nice. So there we go. We have all our settings put to this controller. Confirm. Go to home. So we have all the stuff that we wanted to. I'm gonna put it to my. I like to keep. Oh, we'll put this actually to Black Ops. So we're gonna put there. So I like to have my back paddles to my left and right joystick buttons for the sprint and to slide. So there we have it set up. We have pretty much everything set up for this controller the way I wanted to, the way I like to have it set up. But let's go to the control. Let's go to do a little bit of testing. We'll go to gamepad tester, and here we go. So we'll look at the circularity. As you can see, in 0.1 average error rate for the circular mode, and we will go to, let's try this. I want to say that when you hold down the M and the joystick. So I felt a vibration on there. So let's see if it changed the raw mode. There you go. So you do hold the M button and press down the trigger to activate the raw input mode. So we're gonna hold down the M button again and hold down the trigger. Vibrated, and right now it should be in raw mode. There you go. And just to take it out, vibrated again. We'll do it one more time on the left side or the right side to take them out of raw mode. Test. And perfect circle. So there you go. So one of the key features that I wanted to, or not one of the key features, one of the features that I wanted to show you, that you can map these certain programs use while on your gamepad. So as we saw, so that we have pretty much good good sticks. So I've been using this other program. This is going to be so this is actually wired right now because I thought I was going to have to do an update. So, but we're going to do, so this is going to be I would say this is very comparable to like the GDPL, I believe it's called. Those measurements, let's see. This GPDL, the GPDL, which is the latency tester, which is the external device that you hook to the motherboard of your controllers to read the input signals from the controller to a program. That's I believe it's like a little light that blinks when you do actuate all the actuations on the buttons of your controller. It'll blink. It's pretty much sending a signal and counting and tracking those count numbers. But I found this software, and this was going to be on. It's going to be controllertester.org. I found this program on Red Bandana's control channel. I thought this was actually a really good program that I thought was pretty cool because I think this is the same concept as the GDPL thing. So it's gonna test all your inputs. So we'll do a quick benchmark. As you can see, it's counting the number of inputs. Really good D-pad. And let's see what the select. Oh no. So let's see what the numbers look. These are all random numbers, but this is pretty much the same concept of that GDPL that I was telling you. This right here, testing and reading all the inputs. These little lights, as you can see, the little light, great, not great, but let's see. So pressing down the left trigger, it took a 2.8 millisecond reading, which was good. And as you can see, the numbers are showing that. Let's see. So A is so we were let's go all the bottom numbers are going to be average, which is all the inputs that it take pretty much adding them all up and taking the average. So let's see, our average is going to be the bottom row and our minimum is going to be the top. So let's go over the average: 2.7, 2.1, 2.4, 2.3, 2.2, 2.3, 2.2, 2.3, 2.1, 1.9, 2.6, 2.5, 2.4, 2.3, 2.3, 2.3, and 2.4. We'll do the minimum is 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4, 0.3, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.6, 0.2, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2, 0.4, and 0.4. So that's going to be your minimum, and so that's very low. These are all very minimum. These are very low latency readings. and the very high, the highest reading that I see for the maximum for all these one is going to be a 5.5. 5.5 is going to be the maximum latency that this controller is registering on this app. Oh, 5.6 right here on the D-pad, on the right D-pad. So there you go, right D-pad. So as you can see, it's showing very that's going to be your highest reading, or your, yeah, pretty much in milliseconds. So I think this is, you can do, you can, I'll leave a link in the description below for a controller tester, but this is what I use as my button input latency tests. I would say this is a good benchmark website, or a good program that if you want to do a number a press count check, or a benchmark like 100 counts, or I don't know if you can try to do this as an overlay into a game, but pressing all the button latencies and seeing all this stuff. But as far as I can tell and see, that these are very low numbers in milliseconds as well. And this is going to be into the wired mode, and I'm pretty sure it's the same. I want to show you the let's I'll do a Bluetooth, or the dongle input here shortly, but I'm not, maybe in a different video, we'll see. But there's your average latencies and your minimum latencies for this controller. So let's close out of this. So we already went through the circularity average, average percentage. Let's pull up this, pulling. This is going to be a slightly long video. So let's do a 2000 input one. We'll do the left stick. Oh, we'll do the left stick input. And here we go. So let's do this smoothly. There we have it. So we're pulling out of 1000 hertz, 994.04, a 99.4 stability. That's a very solid stability for this controller in wired mode. Minimum interval is going to be a 0.81. Average is going to be a 1.01. So that's the average out of all these. Out of all the 2000 inputs, the average number is going to be a 1.01 millisecond input, which is in the 1000 hertz range reading. Maximum interval is going to be just slightly below 0.3 points below 2. So it's gonna be 1.3, 1.937. Jesus Christ, sorry. A jitter, very, very low jitter. I like this number for the jitter, 0.09. That's a very low jitter. So that's a very consistent reading from using this controller. Let's do the right stick. So let's pull this app up one more time. We'll do the right stick. So we're gonna do, again, the 2000 input. We'll do number 2. So here goes the right stick. So this is actually pulling 995.02 with a 99.5 stability, a little bit higher stability on the right side. Minimum is going to be a 0.77. Average is going to be a 1 millisecond input reading. Maximum is going to be a 1.40. So this has the lowest reading on the joystick. Is going to be the right side joystick. And a jitter of, that's a little high of a jitter. I'm not too sure why that had a high jitter, but a 0.10. So let's pull up a X input test. We'll do the 2000 sample, and here we go. It's ready. Interesting reading. So I was when you on the original the blue version of the controller has the same readings. Not too sure why this has so many outliers. We'll do this one more time. Here we go. So we have 9 outliers. One more time for safe measure. So again, 9 outliers. Our highest is going to be a 16 millisecond. So that actually our maximum outlier is going to be 16, but down here it's reading, and it already did average it up to a 16 millisecond reading, but minimum is going to be a 0.53. Maximum is going to be a 15.99. Pretty much 16. Our jitter is going to be a 0.07, which is low. Our average reading is going to be a 0.90. Pretty much under a millisecond reading, with a polling rate of 1100.18 hertz on the X input test. So pretty good numbers. I like these numbers. Just not too sure about why there's so many outliers, and in wired mode. So I'm not too sure what's going on. Can't tell you off the back of my head because I'm not the designer or the programmer for these controllers. But very good solid numbers for a controller. But yeah, that's pretty much all the tests I want to do. Or let's do it. Actually, let's do a joystick analyzer. Let's do a joystick tester, and to see what the pulling rate is for this controller. So here we go. So on the joystick tester, it's telling us a pulling rate of 946.95, 0.1. On the circularity, there's no, it's not in raw mode, so that's pretty much accurate. This is pretty accurate reading for the joystick tester. For X steps is going to be a 497. So that's how many steps and resolutions that it takes to, oh, there you go, step resolution right there. Awesome. So log out of that, close out of that, and let's pull up a game real quick as we're waiting for the game to load up. So let's actually pull this faceplate off and see what other let's swap out the faceplate and put on the dark maroon one. So pretty strong magnetic plates. Whew. There you go. And you can remove your joysticks. Get to see your joystick modules. Pretty cool. I think that's always cool to see the actual joystick modules inside. Let's put on the maroon one. Ooh, man, that's actually really nice. It's a little different. I like it. Got an awesome theme to it.
Battery full. LYMANLAPTOP. Lyman's S24 Ultra.
I will be putting joystick caps on these because they are pretty much like the G7 SE joysticks. Very light, very clear, but I do have joystick caps for specifically for this color as well. So I will be putting on this guy on for the right side for a little height adjustment, and I will be putting on this one for the left side. So let's do that real quick. Whoa, oh, so as you can see, I forgot that if you do take off your faceplates, be very careful because the buttons will pop out. Now I have to find a button. So found my button. It was actually wedged into the faceplate. It has this little silicone rubber on this faceplate that hold down the buttons, and it gives it a nice cushion. It's kind of like a little dampener, cushion dampener, because it's like a little rubberized pad. As you can see, the switches have little arms that keep the buttons in place. So you can see. So do the A. So you can see A comes out. But as you can see, these little keys would make some noise if it was a harder shell, but without that that metal or the silicone pad underneath the buttons. Let's go. So we're gonna see gyro as well. I'm gonna put these joystick protectors on so I don't get my stock joysticks messy. And they just slip on. These joystick caps slip on. You gotta kind of put them in an angle and twist it so they can sleeve on there just ever so slightly. Not going very smooth for me right now, but as you can see, there you go, on there smoothly. And when you put these on, it will be a hard time pulling off the face plates on this. So pick the faceplate that you want, and then put these joystick covers on, and there you go. So here we are in coming up on a game. So I have my, like I said, I have my view button as my
Hardcore team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats.
I'm being very gentle with this controller. I don't know why.
Nice. We're pulling ahead. We got the lead. Now hold it.
It's not actuating my gyro. So, oh, there you go, man. So there, so the view button. So it's weird. So the view button is labeled this, and the home is the home button. But when you're in gameplay or plugging in, the plus and minus are your home and view button. So, which was really weird. Oh man, sensitivity is very high. I don't like this. I don't like that setting. So let's actually go back into the connect. We'll do the joystick, or actually some would be the motion. Put that back up there to linear. Go back. Get back into the game. So let's see what this looks like right now in gameplay. Oh, there you go. So a lot better.
Moving without danger.
I would say the gyro is very responsive. I'm not too sure if it's native gyro, but it's very responsive. As you can see, I'm barely even moving the controller. It's a little different from the 8-bit do. It's very sensitive. It's very responsive as well. but I'm gonna turn it off.
Throwing stun.
Oh, I see you. Incoming.
Oof. But there you have it. I mean, the controller working, input test.
Using equipment.
So
RCXD
there you have it.
maneuvering.
Just wanted to show you the controller in gameplay. I will find out if there is a. I'm pretty sure there is a gyro calibration. There is. There is going to be a gyro. All your calibration settings right here for your stick and your gyro. So I might have to calibrate the gyro just a little bit because I did notice that the gyro is drifting down left. So I will have to calibrate the gyro. Let's actually do that. So to do the calibration for the gyro, we're going to press and hold down M and the circle button, and then it will flash. So we'll see the flashing. You saw the LED lights light up, so we're gonna do that one more time. And that's going through its calibration mode. So you put it on a flat surface like it is right now, and then you do hit those buttons to calibrate it. Let's see. Let's do the set the triggers. We'll do the trigger calibrations as well. So this is going to be the plus, minus, and home button. So we're going to take off the trigger locks. So right now it's in full swing. So we're going to do plus, minus, and home button. So blinking. So and then hit A. Okay. So after that, yep, so you do hit the 8 button and then it will flash. Let's do that one more time. So it's going to be the plus and minus button and home button. Flashing, so and then hey. So right now we're calibrated, and there you have it. There you have a calibrated controller, and so we're gonna activate. There you're definitely better. I was just sitting there, and then I noticed that it was drifting off a little bit, but as you can see, trigger locks. So I want to try something. So we're gonna do something here and see if it actually works. So we're gonna hit the back paddle and the M button. I'm gonna do a macro setting. So we're gonna do, let's see, we're gonna do, let's do the, okay, we're gonna do that one. So we're gonna do back right paddle, and we're gonna do a jump, and then hit the back paddle again, or M. Okay, so that didn't work. So do that one more time. So right back paddle. So we're gonna do jump, and then M again. Nope. So it didn't work. So I was wondering how you set the macro input. So back again. Oh, so it did do it. So you're gonna have to hit the M back paddle, and then the back pedal. So there's your gyro settings. It's pretty responsive, I would say, with the controller. And I heard that on the original Supernovas, the gyro was supposed to be laid out for the Pro Switch, or like a second Pro Switch controller, or another option to the Pro Switch. So I'm not too sure if they use the same technology in the gyro settings, but the gyro is pretty good. I like it. It's pretty responsive, as you can see. Barely even moving the controller. Full view, full swing, full motion, activation, up and down. That's wired as well. But pretty much a lot of people, if they're doing competitive gaming, they will do this. They will do most of all these their gaming wired. But to have that extra wireless feature, which is really neat. So I'll be playing most of my controllers wired if it's convenient to me, because my game system's right here, my console, or my display's right here, or my PC's right here. Pretty much be console wired most of the time. But there you have it. So there you have it. The GameSir Supernova. So we went over the faceplates, some of the features, some of the things that you can map out. You do have macro settings on this. It's hard to map it, or figuring out the button configurations that you want to map out for the macros. So it is there. Like I said, I will be playing mostly on either my PC for the game. So most of my controllers will be wired, as you can see. Here I have a couple controllers. GameSir Cyclone 2, the 8-bit 2, my first Supernova that I bought, and the first one that I ordered. But we did notice that there is different packaging labels for these controllers that are imported from different countries. So we saw that Amazon is different from the actual distributor from GameSir. So there you go. There you have it. Like, share, comment down below, and we'll see you guys later in another video. Hopefully, it's going to be the Apex 4 the FlyDigi Apex 4 Wukong edition. We'll do more testings with these controllers, both the Supernova and the 8-bit Do. The 8-bit Do, I find this controller to be awesome. Hopefully, I just grip bomb the crap out of this controller, and it does still charge. It does plug into the dock well. I'll show you there. So you can unholt, and there you go. You see the little light. Right now I don't have it on. Ooh, so I'm missing a joystick for the Cyclone. Fell off somewhere. But yeah, like I said, I have these joystick caps. These are the Onyx These are the Talon grips. I won't be putting those on this controller because I like to keep this pretty much originally stock. But I do have the same Onyx grips, or the GameSir thumb grips, pretty much the same as these. But these come with extra gamepad switches that I put in the center, or gamepad thumb little things, as you can see right here. I have the right, as you can see. So awesome. Keep the color theme the same. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But there you have it. I didn't even have time. This is already a long enough video, but just to show you the dongle, very small dongle. Awesome, pretty cool. Let's see if there is a software update for the dongle. We'll go to the Nexus. We'll turn off the gyro. Unplug our 8-bit 2 controller. Plug in the dongle and see if there's anything that we need to do for this controller. Oh, so gotta turn on the controller, and automatically connects to our dongle. No firmware update for this. That's actually pretty cool. This controller came pretty much up to date in the firmware. This did not come up to date, the one from Amazon. I had to actually download the firmware for this controller. This one came pretty much all up to date. Again, like I said, this does not come, the GameSir Supernova does not come with profiles, as you see, but when you do connect your Cyclone 2, you will notice, there you have it, 1, 2, 3, 4 profiles for the Cyclone 2, the Cyclone 2 controller. So that's the only downfall that I have for this the Nova controllers, is that they don't have no profiles, which is pretty to me, it's a bummer that they don't have the profiles up here. Not even down here, nowhere else in this. Pretty much this is just like the GameSir Tarantula Pro. So there you have it. Like, share, comment down below. We'll catch you guys later in a different video. Thank you for watching. Peace out, guys. Bye.